This is overwater analysis of Ella's breaststroke. So we can see on the start here that she picks her head up out of her streamline. We want to make sure she keeps that chin down and in line with her body so that she doesn't have this negative resistance right here. As we can see, her face is acting like a little sail that catches water and prevents, and water has to go around it to keep her streamline. We're going to see better in the underwater video, but she also needs to work on her breaststroke timing a little bit. So when we see her hands get to this point right here where they start to move forward, we want to have our heels all the way up against our backside so that we can kick ourselves forward. Okay? Right now we want to eliminate this inefficiency in the stroke right here, where our arms and legs are moving forward at the same time. So when we do that, we have negative resistance from our arms moving forward, negative resistance from our legs moving forward, which greatly impedes our forward progress. We want to make sure that we're really dropping that chin down into a streamline with our body. Very similar to as we just talked about in the pull-out, we don't want to create a drag force by having our head up out of our streamline. As we can see, our head is acting almost like a sail, like we just talked about. We want to make sure we keep that streamline nice and long. This is a pretty good turn. The only thing I want to see her do is come straight in and straight out. I don't want to see her turn to the side. She does a good job of keeping her eyes on the wall. I think that with practice she's going to have very good open turns. She just needs to really concentrate on making sure that she goes in and out in the same line. Practicing the load and shoot drill is going to greatly improve her breaststroke timing. And as her breaststroke timing improves, so will her efficiency, endurance, power, and speed. This is underwater analysis of Ella's breaststroke. We want to really make sure she keeps that head down and tight in her streamline. As we can see right now, she has her chin all the way up. We want to see her keep that head down and in line with her body, and that's going to allow her to really extend at the top of the stroke. Additionally, one thing we really want to see her try to improve on is her breaststroke timing. So currently she has pretty good breaststroke timing, but she can improve it. So what we want to see is when her arms get to this point in the stroke, right as they begin to move forward, we want to have our heels all the way up against our backside so that we can explode forward through that kick. What we don't want to see is a portion of the breaststroke where we have our arms moving forward and our legs moving forward at the same time right here. This is a inefficiency in our stroke that forces us to lose a lot of forward momentum and detracts from the maximum velocity that we can attain from that kick. So making sure we balance our arms and legs with correct timing by practicing the load and shoot drill will greatly improve her breaststroke. As we see her come in through this turn, we see her come in, grab the wall, and lift a lot of her upper body out of the water. She does a good job of dropping her elbow and bringing her hips up, but we want to see her bring this other hand behind her head into that streamline so that she doesn't swing out wide to the side. That will allow her to come in and out in a very tight turn. We also hate to see her pick her head up so much on the pull-out. Her depth on her breakout is good, but breaking her streamline by picking her head up forces her to lose a lot of momentum off of the wall. Again, we can see exaggerated here how the slight inefficiency in her breaststroke really forces her to come almost to a complete stop before she takes that next breaststroke kick. With work on our timing, she can greatly improve the efficiency, speed, and power of her breaststroke.